Hey guys, welcome back. Coming at you with a little fresh face. Let me know what you guys think about this new background lighting. Also, I'm trying to figure this out. I have a window here, mirrors here, and I kind of feel like I get a shadow on this side. But we're gonna make it work today. I just wanted to come on here and do a little get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to work, and I want to do something that's like in the green shades, but that's wearable, that I'm not gonna look crazy. So let's do this together. I had this terrible pimple here on my chin, and I made the mistake of trying to pop it before it was actually ready. It looks terrible, but we're gonna cover it. I'm going to be using this Kat Von D Sage palette to do like a very wearable green look on my eyes today. I'm going to work, so I don't want to look like I'm doing the most. I've already put moisturizer and primer on. I've started using this. Let me grab it. I've been using this Clinique Even Better Skin Tone. Oh, you can't see with the reflection, but it has an SPF of 20. I've been using it for about a week maybe, and so far I love it. I put that on, and then I did my primer, and I'm actually gonna do my eyes first today, so I'm gonna grab these. I'm actually going to use something that's not even in this palette. So I'm gonna start with the Winky Lux Kitten palette from BoxyCharm. I got this a while back, but essentially I'm just gonna be using this brown here. So you might have something similar to that in a different palette. My brows are terrible, but I'm not touching them because I am leaving them in Crystal's hands. As I mentioned before, my brow lady. It sounds messed up when I call her my brow lady because she's actually a friend, but she I've missed her. When I was away in Texas, I was doing my own eyebrows, and I think that I was going way too thin. So when I went back to her this time, we agreed that I wouldn't touch them on my own anymore. So I'm just blending this in to my crease very messily. Okay, I'm going to use the Vintage Cosmetic Company Step 2 for the shadow, it's called. I also got this in a BoxyCharm. I have so much stuff from BoxyCharm, you guys. But it is a very small little brush tip. I'm going to be taking that into the green on this Kat Von D palette. It's the Sage palette. I'm going to take a little bit of that green just on the tip of my brush. I'm not going to get a lot. And I'm going to put it on the outside corner. Well, you can't see me, so I'm taking it across here like it's eyeliner, and then still putting it here into my corner, and then up a little bit into the crease, not that much. And then back with the same blending brush that I used earlier, I'm gonna take it and put it and just kind of blend this in here. Take a little bit of more green, not too much. I don't want to get too crazy, but I'm gonna get crazy anyway. Watch, it always happens. Doesn't it always happen? You're like, I don't want to put too much eyeshadow on, and then you walk out with a full face and lashes. Yeah, happens to me all the time too. And I'll pick up a little bit more of the brown in that other palette, the first one that I was using. Tap some of the excess off and just blend this in a little bit. I'm gonna do the other one now. Okay, so I'm done with that. And I'm gonna go on to my brows. Recently I went to Ulta to restock on the Precisely My Brow Pencil and from Benefit, and they did not have the full size one. They had the mini, which the mini doesn't have the spoolie, but I'm not too worried about it because I have a bunch of spoolies in my brush set anyway. You guys, my brows are so bad. I won't even get close and show you because they're that bad. And I'm going to be taking the Anastasia brow gel to get these beastly hairs in place. Now that my brows are done, I'm gonna do my foundation. Not that much foundation, a very light layer, and my concealer. I recently bought the Fenty Beauty foundation. What is it? The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. It is the shade 180. I already wore it a few times, and so far I love it. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. I'm not going to be using a lot of it, but I do want to put a little bit on. Literally one pump of this goes a super long way. That might even be too much for what I'm going for today, because this thing is amazing. It is amazing. It's such a light layer. You can't even see it on my skin, but it definitely gave me, like, it evened out a lot of my skin pigmentation and, you know, the redness that I have here. It kind of covered up that pimple a little bit, and I used one pump. I really do love this foundation. I don't like to wear foundation every day because I don't like heavy foundations. I don't like foundations that cover my freckles too much, but one pump of this, it really just kind of helps me even out my skin tone, and it doesn't cover too much of my freckles. So now I'm going to use my Wet n Wild, what is it, the Photo Finish? Yes, Photo Focus. Sorry, Photo Focus Concealer. I just take a little bit of this here in the inside. And I'm going to be using a brush, actually, that I recently got. It's an It Cosmetic brush. It's their concealer brush. It's amazing. My friend Marlene recommended it to me, and it is seriously amazing. It blends out my concealer so fast. And I feel like I don't lose product. Sometimes I feel like the Beauty Blender does pick up a lot of product and absorbs it. And this brush is amazing. And I'm also going to use the same brush and the same concealer on my pimple that I have here on my chin. Yesterday I did this with this brush, and it really did prevent the product from spreading and picking up, because sometimes when I do it with a Beauty Blender, I feel like it smears the foundation that I have on my the pimple, like my problem area, and then it'll break apart and almost take it off instead of putting it on. But this does not do that. I just kind of tap it in, and then I go around it just to blend it into the rest of my foundation, and that's it, and it is gone. I love it. And I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer on. Normally, like on an everyday, I will use my stick bronzer, but it's kind of warm, and I feel like with this eye look, I don't know how I feel about going that warm. So since I don't want to use anything too warm, I'm gonna take the Kat Von D palette, and I'm gonna be using the lighter shade over here. Nothing too heavy. If you guys hear scratching, it's my dog outside of the door. Oh. There's definitely a shadow on this side. Sorry guys. Just testing out these new angles and lighting situations, and it's gonna be a few tries before I nail it. Not too much there, and a little bit across my hairline. I actually dyed my hair yesterday while my sister-in-law did it for me, so we actually got the dye off my scalp pretty good. Now I'm just going to put on mascara, and I'm using the Kush mascara from Milk Makeup. I really love what this thing has done to my lashes. I feel like they're growing and they're thicker and longer. I hear they're coming out with a brow gel also, a Kush brow gel, or I think it already came out. It probably already came out and I'm just very delayed. But I really want to try it for my brows because I like what this has done for my lashes. Okay, for my lips, I'm going to be using this Dose of Color in Knock on Wood. Yes, I love this lip. So that is the finished look. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next video, and remember, love yourself.